No, you're right on time, Arch Bears. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. Just sat down, got things started, and we're gonna play through some stuff here. Actually did manage to get things going properly today, so hopefully we'll get a couple more people in than last time, because I think I forgot to actually hit the go live button. I don't know. I don't like the new stream control system for YouTube. It's just a little bit tougher for me to use than last time. So yeah, let's mess around. Dead Killer, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you very much. We are gonna screw around a little bit today. Maddie, baseball! We're gonna try to do some baseball today. They got a bunch of cool logos that the community have made. Probably not going to go with most of them, but now, I wish I'd spent a little more time studying how I was going to make these, because it wasn't... I've been thinking about this for a while, but I haven't actually given the time to actually design how I want these to come out. So, solid color front. It's been good, Dathan. How have you been? Been a long time since I've had a chance to stream here. I've just been, I mean, technically not. I tried to stream on for Thursday night, but I guess I kind of screwed up a little bit, so do a little bit better today, or hopefully. Hope you don't mind me spending a little bit of time with figuring this stuff out, because I kind of came into this without a decent idea of what I was actually doing here. Might have to just do the actual Oakland stuff. Yeah, actually, you know what? If I'm going to change the team name, I'm going to change everything about it. I like the look of the Athletics, but going to be a throwback kind of day. So, colors are kind of a scarlet, wearing the hat that I'll be trying to replicate here. Go kind of a dark black and then white accent. I mean, it's not exactly the same. Like, the core gameplay is different than it was in years past, which is kind of cool. But yeah, you are right that they didn't make any of the huge changes that they have in years past. Gonna try to fuss around and get ourselves one of these custom franchises going. I was kind of excited about it when I heard about it before. I haven't yet had the chance to actually work on it, though. Which is, you know, why I'm flipping through logos and designing uniforms when really I could have had that stuff all laid out beforehand. So edit the home uniform. looks crisp. I think I like that better, though. Let's get some music going, huh? A little bit silent. I don't like it. Oh, that looks classy, though. Okay, that's the home team. So now we'll do the aways. I wish you could do alt uniforms, because I feel like this would make for a really cool one, but like, how is that? How cool is that? Big fan of it. Yeah, I wish I could justify that, because I think that would look really cool, but gonna go with something else. All right. So there's that stuff. Sorry about that, Oakland, but we are going to go ahead and run with the Portland Mavericks. Relocating the team up to Portland. I've never done a fantasy draft. Nah, I guess not. Okay. I'm gonna want to do more like general managery things, not so much the actual in-game stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and start regular season, I guess. All right, so we need starting pitching. We need catchers, second baseman, and right fielders. Okay. MJ Edo, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. I'm not a fan of this song. We are giving a shot to this custom franchise mode. We are gonna go do the or we're gonna try repositioning the Oakland Athletics into Portland, Oregon, and see kind of how that does. Matthias Bruns, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. Okay, that's my drafting there. Got a couple sponsorship things going on. Axbat, 25,000 per day. Merchie sponsorship for home runs and All-Star for double plays. Cool. All right, let's see here. So we are playing with the real world Oakland Athletics roster. And that, of course, means that we got some, we got good players. We got pretty good players, in fact. You know, if it weren't for the whole league getting messed up this year, I'd say that the A's would have a pretty good chance to win the West, depending on how bad the Astros take it on the chin this year from all the hate they're gonna get. What is... So let's sort through our A-listers. We got Robert Poisson, shortstop in Double-A. Got a high ceiling. Matt Chapman, of course. The Jesus Lizard, Jesus Luzardo. Logan Davidson, down in Double-A. Greg Sexton in A-ball. Not really ready to make the jump up yet. Sean Murphy. Good potential, but he's kind of getting up there in age, so you'd expect his overall to start climbing pretty fast if he were actually ready to make the step up. Dylan Thomas, again, he's kind of getting older, and I'm not sure that we're going to see a whole lot of improvement out of him in the future. Marcus Brito, second baseman. He could be good. This is not nearly as exciting as jumping into a Road to the Show game, I admit that. But one of the things about this is that requires kind of some thinking and some analysis of the situation. You can't just jump into these games or you can't just jump into franchise mode and kick around. I mean, I guess you could, but it requires some forethought, I guess. The team name is Mavericks. It's a reference to the historical Portland Mavericks, who were a single-A ball club here in town in the mid-'70s, replacing the AAA team that left and then ultimately came back, which is funny. Training, I don't think, is automated in the same way that some of this other stuff is. Yeah, 4004, welcome back to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. I'll tell you what else I have. Not a lot of hair. ...2021 free agents. Yes, Portland, Oregon. So what's our roster look like? Right fielder. We need a right fielder. And what's our balance look like right now? $5 million positive revenue, $3 million negative. So we're up 1.4... Yeah, we got room to spare here for player salaries, so let's go ahead and say that our new ownership group is willing to throw down some cash for free agents. Let's do what they're not willing to do here. Go 2 years. Club option. We'll give him $6 million a year, 2 years with a club option. Oh yeah, we got a full roster. That's right. Okay, well, let's see who we got, who we can afford to cut. Why do we have 8, 9 third basemen in our organization? What's the logic here? Not many of them are on the 40-man, so I guess it doesn't matter that much, but goodness gracious. $27-year-old, yeah, we're gonna waive him from the 40-man roster so that we can try to sign Yasiel Puig for go $6 million, 2 years, club option. Oh, the 25-man's full, too. I forgot. We've only got 2 catchers on the Major League... We've only got 2 catchers on the Major League Club? That is dire. Maybe I should worry about that first. Yeah, and we wouldn't be getting that much of an improvement over Stephen Piscotty anyway. Well, let's see what's available in the catcher market then. Russell Martin, age 37. Can't say I'm terribly excited about that. Austin Allen and Sean Murphy. I don't know that there's a lot of improvement to be had there. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Who's our second baseman? Second baseman, Tony Kemp. Remembering, of course, that there was a big kind of... Oh yeah, Scooter Gennett got DFA'd. 77 overall. 74 overall. Tony Kemp is younger. I don't know that, you know, honestly, I don't know that trading is going to be the thing to do here, just because I don't know how much room there is actually to make improvements. Starting pitching might be the best way to go, because we got, what, Chris Bassett? 77 overall. Daniel Mengden. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I better not, maybe I had better not fuss with things too much. Junior Rodrigo, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. Well, shoot. We are seeking a catcher, we're seeking a third baseman, and starting pitching. But I'm not really willing to make any deals at this second, so I'm going to go ahead and just leave that be. I guess we'll go into the start of the season and just kind of see how things play out. Okay, folks, debut game of the Portland Mavericks. See what happens. Oh, nuts. I need to change that.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Minnesota Twins and the Mavericks. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Sean Manaea gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What's your take on him, Dan?
The pride and joy of Andrew High School in Gary, Indiana. Sean Manaea, he had the no-hitter against the Boston Red Sox, one of the tougher lefties. It reminds me a lot of Sid Fernandez. Low three-quarter arm angle, mid to upper 90s fastball, good curveball, one of the top young left-handed pitchers in all of baseball.
Digging in, Luis Arias. He will lead this one off today. And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway.
First pitch, 107.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Byron Buxton now. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. And there's the second out as he squeezes it while standing on the mound.
Batting third, the right fielder.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Cruz, or the boomstick as he's appropriately nicknamed. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expect.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. We'll go to the bottom of the first in a scoreless ball game. Digging in now, Ramon Laureano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, number 22.
Now here's the pitch. Outside with that slurve of his. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Grounded back up the middle, reined in, and there's 1 away. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery.
Yeah,
and it's time
forgot
for
to
them
unmute
look
my
and
mic.
see the
I
big
thought they were
boys
going
do
to
their
talk more
job.
during the intro, but not. The Solomon series is going to continue. I think I said that already, but it was muted.
On its way.
Ooh,
And he lays off
up and
there,
in to
1-0.
Tony Kemp. Misses barely, but that's ball 1. Solomon series is going to continue. I'm probably going to wind up changing the distribution of when the various series go up during the week.
He came here by way
But
of trade
I think
earlier
there
this
is still
year.
going to be room
I know
for
he'd tell
Solomon
you
in the
he'd
new
like to
year.
be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised
Fastball
for this
down the
ball club
pipe
right
at
now. I think the manager is
94
getting
for a 2-1 count.
exactly what they expected.
Sucks about the MLB The Show getting hidden from you, but
2-1 home.
hopefully it looks like you found it, so hope you have a lot of fun with it.
Marcus Semien is on deck. Here's the 3-1. Lofted in the air. Out
Inside
toward right
fastball
center.
popped
Elias
up back
onto the
behind
grass.
second.
He's got it. A
Still
nice
looking at
play
doing the
there.
Japanese
2 away.
closer.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep.
I got some ideas for how I want to do it, but it's just a matter of actually sitting down. Haven't written anything for it is the big thing, so I don't have like a script or a scenario
Running to
set
the
up
plate
for
now,
it
Marcus
to
Semien.
present.
No one aboard for him,
Is the
and
big
2
thing at
gone
this
here
point.
in
I
the
got
first.
names in mind. I got a design in
Here it
mind.
comes.
Fastball down the pipe, and he fouls it off.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Marcus Semien apparently 2 for 8 against him with 1 home run.
And this
Change up away,
corner, so
well
it's
outside
knotted
the
up at
zone, taken
1-1.
for ball 1.
And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Good
Change
time to call
up,
the
swung
change
on
as
and
he
missed
swings
at the
and misses
plate.
for strike 2.
Hey, I love the
Evens the
mindset
count
of
at
this pitcher
2-2.
right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy
So it might
sitting inside,
be,
trying
I
to
don't know,
be
maybe
quick to
next week
everything,
before I have a
and
chance
then
to do
pull
the
string a
Japanese
little bit on
closer.
a nasty changeup.
Count remains 2-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Another changeup,
And
chops
another
that
foul
one
ball.
foul, stays live at 2-2.
The 2-2 one more time. Fouled
Inside
off.
fastball, and that one gets fouled off.
2 out, nobody on.
16 pitches here in the first inning. Not ideal for Jose Barrios.
Another foul ball.
Fouls
This
that
battle
one
will
off as
continue.
well.
The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count
Slurve
full
goes
now.
outside again, and
This
that is
guy's
ball
a hard
3.
guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count. He just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And
Good job
works
there
the
to
walk
lay
on
off.
that
It's
one.
ball
Fastball
4 as he becomes their
just
first
a bit
base runner of
outside,
the
and that
ballgame
is
now
going to
with
put
2
him
away.
on.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Now in the
They'll
box,
bring up
Matt Olson.
power
And we'll
hitting
see if
Matt
they can
Olson.
Make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Change up,
A
taken.
changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the
Strike
first
1.
pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
0-1. Here it comes.
Fastball to the outside, and Olson fouls it off for strike 2.
Got him swinging.
And
as he
strike
runs
3
the
swinging on a
by him
fastball
to
up and
end
in,
the
and that
inning.
is going to be the end of the inning. So 1 walk, no hits for these Mavericks in their first turn at the bats. Twins are coming up. Miguel Sano, Mitch Garver, and Max Kepler coming to the plate. Top of the 2nd.
Here's Miguel Sano. His career numbers against Minaya. He's 0 for 4.
The designated hitter, Miguel Sano.
Emwell, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. Hope you're having a great day.
Now here it comes.
Felt bad because I was doing a stream.
Sano
I was
is usually
talking,
more of a
doing a
threat
stream
when
on
facing left-handers like
Thursday
this.
night, and I
The
guess I must have
right-handers tend to give
apparently
him a bit more
forgot
trouble,
to hit
so
a
we'll see
button
if that
somewhere because it
trend
never went
continues.
live. High
well
fastball,
outside.
just a bit outside. Ball 1. Another
Just off the
fastball down
outside
and
as he
away,
can't
taking
catch the
ball
corner.
2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, unfortunately, my work situation is I have to be physically at the plant to do my job, so it's not a situation where I can work from
Here now
home.
the
So
2-2.
unless and until we shut down for
High fly ball
it's a
out
fly ball
straightaway
to center field,
Laureano is
Ramon
camped under
Laureano's
this one.
back to get
One
it, and
gone.
he's going to make the catch for the first out. Unless and until the plant shuts down for,
Batting fifth,
you know, a sick break or whatever,
number 8.
I'm going to be expected to come back into work.
Now at the plate, Mitch Garver.
But I work graveyard, so it's all cool. Nobody goes in there anyway.
First pitch on its way.
Fast, or excuse me,
Strike
change
one.
up
Still
82
looking for
miles
our
an
first
hour
hit in the ball
for
game.
strike 1.
And it's fouled away.
And pumps a fastball up there, and 91 popped back behind the screen for strike 2. Sean Manaea does a slider down and into Mitch Garver, and that is ball one.
A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Well,
high fastball.
With the fastball.
Little bit of control issues seemingly, or else he's really trying to tempt this guy.
And he fouls this
fastball
one off.
up, fouls it off, stays alive 2-2.
The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard down the line.
Slow roller
Chapman's
over to
got
third.
it.
Matt Chapman's got it.
And that's the second
That'll
out.
be the second out of the inning.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Not close.
Fastball
with that
up and
one. It's
in
way
to
above the strike
Max
zone.
Kepler.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and 0.
Fastball away. Ball 2.
Hit softly down the line.
Chopper,
at first,
but that one's going to roll
ball,
foul.
and it's 2-1 now.
Makes it a 2-1 count.
Now the pitch. And now Kepler belts one, carrying
Change
well out
up,
to
but
right
that's going to
field.
carrom off the
And,
wall
he
out
missed a
there in
home
right
run by a
field.
matter of feet, it's off the wall. And he's able to
And the
hustle
first
his
hit of the
way up
day,
to
the
second
first hit
as
of the
he'll reach
game,
here with a two-base
it's a
hit.
double off the right field wall out there, and that is
He manages to squeak it just inside the right field
two-out
line
double
for a
here
well-hit
in the top of the
line
second.
drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
So now to the plate, Eddie Rosario. As he
And
lines
Eddie
it out to
Rosario
center.
going to line
And
one
that's
into
in
center
there, base
field,
hit.
and
Kepler
Ramon
rounds
Laureano with
third
the
and is digging
cannon,
for the plate. And he
but not in
saves at the
time.
plate as they take the lead.
But an attempted
Tag,
steal
and
from
they'll
Eddie
get him at
Rosario
second. And with that,
gets
the
gunned
side is
down
retired.
from the plate,
Twins get a run on
and that
two
is going to
hits.
be the end of the
On now to
inning.
bottom of
So
the second. The Twins
they get
are
a
in
run
front,
in on
1-0.
that double, or they get a run into that single up the middle, but they are unable to capitalize.
So striding in, Mark Canha. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The designated hitter.
5-hole hitter Mark Canha coming up for these Mavericks.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on
Swing
a
on
slurve.
a
Strike one.
slurve down in the zone, and that's strike one.
One ball and one
Fastball
strike
right
as a
on the black,
designated
and that
hitter
is
this
ball
afternoon.
one.
Just behind the
Two-seamer.
fastball there, 2 strikes
Can't catch
now.
up to it, and that's strike two.
To 2 balls
Another
and 2
fastball
strikes
down,
now.
and that is taken for ball two.
Here now the 2-2.
High inside
Walker got
slurve.
back in the first, and now
It's
he's
like an ant
looking
special
he
up
might
there,
hand
but
out
that one is
another free
taken
pass to the leadoff
for a
guy
full
here.
count,
You
3-2.
can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4.
Fastball
Leadoff
below
man's
the zone,
aboard
and
here
Mark
to begin
Canha
the
works the
home
walk
half of the
here.
second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your
So
guys just
Barrios
scored a run
is
for
at
you.
28
So he's
pitches
thinking
here,
ground ball
allowing
right
a
here
walk in
to
the
try to
first
get a
inning,
double
or the
play
second
and
inning,
end this threat.
as well as one in the first inning.
Now at the plate, Matt
Still no
Chapman.
outs yet.
First chance for him here
So
with a
he's
man
not-
on
he's-
following the leadoff walk.
Kept him from scoring so far, but he has not pitched
From
very
the stretch,
efficiently
here's
so
the
far.
pitch.
Fastball
And he
away,
starts him out
taken.
with a strike on the outer
Strike
half.
one.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
I fully expect my plant to close down at some point, because we all know that somebody's going to get it, and
Now the 0-1. hot shot down
And
the
that is going to be a
line.
liner
Base
down the
hit,
left field
and that's
line,
their
roll
first
into
of
the
new
corner.
campaign.
Left fielder's got it, but it's not going to get there in time. That is a double down the left field line. Canada third.
I love this angle, looking right down the line.
And that is
You can
going
see
to
that
put
he generates
runners
his power
second and
from this
third here
lower
with
half,
still nobody
taking it
out.
down the
Matt
line for a
Chapman
clean double.
delivering
Great look
in the
there.
clutch.
Chris Davis next to bat as the first pitch misses
Two-seamer
to him. It's
floats
ball
up
one.
there above the
Lifetime
zone.
Against Jose Barrios.
Let's see if he can hit 247 this year.
3 for 10. He's taken him deep once. And a
Change
strike
up
to
there,
even the
inside
count.
corner,
1-1.
strike one.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Here it comes on 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. Donaldson's up with it, and the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
Coming to the plate now, Stephen Piscotty, and he could give
All
his
right,
guys
drove a
an early
run
lead
in
if he
there.
can come through here.
Sack fly out there, so Mark Canna in to score. Stephen Piscotty
From the
coming on
stretch.
now. Fastball down, taken. Ball one.
The 1-0 delivery. High and
Connects
deep
on
to
that
right
one.
center.
It's going
Center
out to
fielder
right
giving
center
chase.
field.
He's got it. A
Byron
nice play
Buxton
there.
makes the
2
catch
away.
on the run. Wonderful play out there.
He had a really long way to go to make that great running catch, and here it is again with the show track data. He planned his route very well, showed off the wheels, and
18 and a half miles an hour and 129 feet to get to that one.
Highlight reels later on.
Now hitting in the 9
At the
hole, I
plate,
think, Austin Allen.
Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Not exactly top of the pops here, but hopefully he can get something done here with 2 out.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes it
Slurve
cold strike,
hung in the
0-1.
zone and nothing
Yeah, he
doing.
made
That
up
is
his mind
strike
early
one
to take
taken.
the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Comes set, the 0-1.
Change up down and in. Taken.
Ball 1-1.
Ball one.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
No
Fastball
offer on
away.
that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I'm seeing him aim the ball right now. That's a trap you fall into as a pitcher when you're not as confident in your stuff as you should be. You've got to trust your stuff.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on
All
base
right.
as we go back to the top of the order.
He could get
Austin
the
gets
early
himself
hook
the
if he can
walk.
be a little bit more precise here.
And that'll bring up the top of the order
That's walk
again.
number 2 of the
Ramon
inning,
Laureano.
and we're only in the second.
0 for 1 with a ground out
So
earlier.
it's back to the top of the order now. And digging in now, Ramon Laureano. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Slurve floats away, and that is ball one.
Ready with the 1-0.
Chops the changeup down. 1-1 count.
And he looks at
Strike
one
taken
there,
on the
1-2.
inside corner.
Chapman on
Fastball
second.
at 93.
Allen on at first with 2 down. Hit back up the
That's a
middle.
chopper
He's
up the
got it.
middle, and
he'll just
that is
step
going to be
on
the out
for
at
the
second.
force, and that'll
So
do it for this half inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors.
1
and
run
a couple of
in
men
on
left.
one hit and a walk.
All tied at 1-1.
Afternoon to you. Hope you're having a great day. I'm sorry that your notification didn't help you out. Bald Tyrant at your service.
In, Josh Donaldson. He'll step
Or,
in to
I guess
lead
at this
it
point,
off in the top
shaven
of the
head.
third.
Clipper cut? I don't know. It's been about a week since I had my head shaved, so it's starting to grow back rapidly. We are having the Oakland Athletics relocated to Portland, Oregon, and be the Portland Mavericks, and they're playing opening day here against the Minnesota Twins.
Now the 1-0. Misses down.
Changeup just misses the outside corner, and that's ball two.
Getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
Ball three.
Fastball down
Just
below the zone. 3-0 count here.
That's 3 straight balls.
Donaldson looking for something to whack here.
Windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he lays
And
off
that
there,
is going to be a
ball
walk
four.
here.
So the leadoff man is
So
on here to begin
4-pitch
inning
walk
number
to
3.
start off the top of the third. Not ideal.
One thing to give up a walk, but
Manaya's
to do it on 4
guys
pitches is pretty
pulled him
alarming.
back
He looks a little thrown
after he
off
gave
right
up a
now.
run in the top of the second. So we'll see if they
So
can't hold it
digging
here.
in now,
Marwin
Marwin
Gonzalez,
Gonzalez.
Margot coming to the plate for the Twins.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball that low.
Changeup below the zone. That's 5 straight balls now. And a double play ball is what you would love to see here.
The 1-0 pitch. Runners off for second, and he'll get to
Nice
the bag in time.
play
What a
there.
do-it-yourself masterpiece.
Diving
And he's
first
safe.
base
Great
catch.
diving stop down there at first to get the out. If that ball gets
Landed
to the
on
outfield,
first
the whole
base.
complexion of this inning drastically changes.
Man, oh man. It's a shame he couldn't stay on his feet and make the double play on that one, but you can hardly complain about the effort. That would have been a double down the line if he
Digging in
hadn't
for his
made that
second
catch.
at-bat, Luis Arias. He'll look to bounce back
So
after
Arias is
striking
back
out
to the
his last
plate
time
here
up.
for the Twins.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Chops that fastball foul. A 1 count. Donaldson moves up to second on that last play.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Two-seamer
taken. Now it's
sneaks into the
0-2.
zone, and that is
So far
strike
in this
2.
game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Fastball.
Four-seamer,
strike three
down
called
and
as he
away.
couldn't pull the trigger, and
Caught
there are
looking
2
on that
away.
one, and that
Pretty
is going to
clear
be the
he
second
didn't
out of the
like call there
inning.
on
So
the
Luis
outside part of the
Arias
plate, but probably
accounting
too
for
good to
both
take,
of
and he's down on strikes
Sean
for the
Manaya's
second
strikeouts
time.
on the day.
Yeah, that pitch was
That's
right
2
on
away
the
here.
plate. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. As he'll look at a
Changeup,
changeup
dots the
that drops
corner
below
there.
the knees for ball 1.
Called
He
ball
popped
1,
out
but
at
that
his
was a
first
really
trip.
good spot on that one. Gavin Lux does not appear to be in this lineup. And I'm not clear if that's because he's not on.
Hit high and deep
Cranks
out to
one, left
Davis going
field,
back to the track.
and out of here. Byron Buxton, my goodness, left field home run. Puts the Twins up 3-1 here in the top of the third with 2
First
outs.
home run of the campaign for him, and it gives the Twins a 3-1 lead.
Man, oh man. Quickly, I suppose. Yeah, it doesn't appear that Gavin Lux is on this lineup right now. I'm not sure if that's because he's in still in their
Hey, every once in a while,
minors
this speed
league
guy will
system
jump
or
up
what.
and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
Okay, Sean, pull your pants up. Let's try that one
And
again.
that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. As he'll look at a
Slider
that runs
dips
too
in there a
for
little
ball
far,
one.
and that
He's
is
0 for 1
for
after
that's
grounding
ball
out in his
one
only
to
trip
him.
to the plate so far.
So 2 outs, bases unloaded after that home run.
Just
Another
off the
ball,
outside that
fastball
time,
away.
laid off for a ball.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
And a good
Fastball
comeback
down and
fastball
in.
there. It's 2 balls and
Taken
a
for
strike.
strike 1, or swung on, I should say. Well, if you like, after we finish the game, we can go looking for
Fastball,
Gavin Lux.
And looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
It's clear he just
3-1
hasn't been
count
able to
here.
find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Called strike, and that'll run
Fastball
it
on the
full.
inside corner fills the
Pretty
count.
aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer.
Yeah,
it.
I know. Like, I was stretching my ears to hear
Got him
kind of the
swinging,
background
and
sound.
that will
Nelson
end the
Cruz
inning.
swings on that fastball down and in, but
But 2-run
Byron
score for the
Buxton
Twins,
goes
both
yard
coming on this 2-run
to
home
inaugurate the
run.
ballpark.
We played 2.5.
And it's 3-1.
Minnesota's
Twins
out
on
in
top
front,
going into the
3-1.
bottom. Bringing up Tony
Stepping
Kemp.
in, Tony Kemp. He'll lead it off here against Jose Barrios.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now here's the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2. Protecting on 0-2,
Fouls off the
so we'll do
fastball
it
down
again.
and away. Stays alive to 0-2.
And he can't get out of the way there.
Plunks
so the
him
leadoff
on
man
that
will be
one,
aboard
so
to open up the inning.
Jose
There are a couple
Barrios
things you don't want to do as a
slurve
basic pitcher.
inside and gets
Never
Tony
give the
Kemp.
home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys
Right on
base
the
to ignite a
thigh,
big
looked
inning.
like.
Well,
That must have
mission
hurt,
accomplished
but-
on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
So
Brings up
coming to the
Marcus
plate,
Semien.
Marcus Semien. He drew a walk his first time up.
So free pass on the hit by pitch. Puts a runner on first with nobody out.
On the belt, kicks and deals.
Fastball inside.
Love the fact that he's not scared to
Taken.
go right back inside with another fastball.
Ball 1.
I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
High
They
fastball.
obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
2-0 count, the pitch.
Change up
That's an
inside.
impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup
Strike
on
1.
2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
He's running.
Tony Kemp
Early,
tries
now
to
it's
steal
even
on
at
that
2-2.
one. Jason becoming a knuckleballer. I mean, there's stranger things to have happened, but
From the belt,
what
kicks
I'm
and
actually
deals.
looking at here is,
In the dirt here.
Mitch Garver
forget
lets
about
that
the
one
double
skitter
play now,
away,
as he'll
fills
move
the
up to
count,
second
and
here
lets
on
Tony
the
Kemp
wild
get over
pitch.
to
Well, the
second, no
intent there
problem.
with that two-strike pitch
What
was
I'm actually
obviously
shooting for
to get him
is
to
I'm
fish for something he
thinking
couldn't do a
that
whole
I
lot
might
with, but there's
cut
risk
the
that comes
cutter
with that
from
as well.
Jason's
If
repertoire.
you don't execute or your
I
catcher
mean,
can't
like,
handle it very
it does
well,
its
you
job,
give up
but
three
I
bases.
just can't help but feel
He's
like
ready.
it
Now the payoff
is a
pitch.
lot
Popped him
more
up.
harmful to him than pretty much any other pitch he's
Gonzalez
got.
is there. Looks it into his glove,
like, you can go back a couple years through Jason's stats, and you can see that pretty reliably he gets a lot more hits off of it rather than any other pitch than his fastball.
If he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Which I guess kind of makes sense because he throws his two seams so often.
One gone in the inning.
But like relative to how often he throws it, feels like they get a lot of hits off of it.
Right. And that's a fair ball.
That's a line. That's a liner down into the corner out there in right field. Slides, and he's in safe into second. That is a one-out double here. Puts the Mavericks back within one here. Beautiful sounding smack on that one. Let's go.
When you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving.
But it kind of appears like whatever pitch you get assigned to that each individual pitch slot is randomized. So I might have to wait and find one that actually fits what I want to do with Jason. I'm not sure what that's going to look like. You know, I would love to have Jason throw an ethos. That's kind of what the 12-6 curveball is when I throw it up in the zone. It's like you throw it high and you kind of dare the guy to get the bat on the ball.
Nice pick.
One out and a runner on second base.
But
too
high fastball again. Barrios throwing wild here.
Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
So it's 3-0 now. Matt Olson, having delivered on that last double, now stands at second.
Here it is, the 3-0.
Mark Canha swings on a fastball down in the zone, and that's the 3-1 count.
Two pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Trying to think of what I would replace the cutter with, though, because I feel like no, it doesn't look like you do, because Jason just randomly had the option to learn a knuckleball for his number 4 slot last time around, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to take it, but you know, it didn't seem like the right pitch to take. Fastball up and away. Mark Canha cannot commit to that one, and that is a strikeout for Jose Barrios here. Makes it 2 away.
At least put the ball in play.
I mean, the only pitch I think that makes that much sense for Jason is one of either a 4-seam fastball, like a straight fastball, or something like a sinker, so like his 2-seamer but with more drop. And I'm kind of tempted just to get Jason the 4-seam fastball so that he can throw a high stinky cheese. Uh-oh, that one falls. Nelson Cruz cannot get to that one. Olson is in to score, and Matt Chapman makes it all the way around to third with a RBI triple to tie the ball game.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he
high fastball to Chris Davis.
For ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip.
Barrios is now
so
at 65 pitches, and he's not even through 3 full innings. So you got to figure his day is going to be done early this day.
Ready with the 1-0.
Twitches at the fastball up and in, and that is strike 1.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but
swing high drive,
cracks that one. That's going
deep.
far.
Back goes Rosario on the
but Eddie Rosario makes a long run out in left field and makes the play at the track. In another park, that might have been out of here, but here, that is just a long, loud fly out. So the Mavericks tie it up 3-3 going into the top of the 4th. Bringing up
inning set to
Miguel
get
Sano.
underway. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Miguel Sano. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
No, I never did. I seem to remember that the show 20 lets there be something to do with two-day players, but I couldn't tell you what that would be.
In there, and it's even at 1.
91 miles an hour there on that fastball. Sean Manaea, by comparison, giving up more runs, but pitching relatively more efficiently than Barrios. 1-2 count now to Sano.
The 1-2.
Two-seamer away, fouled off.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline.
Chopper, foul.
But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's the pitch. And this is
Swung on and missed. Two-seamer down and away, and that is strike out. I think that's number 4 for Manaea on the day.
Pretty good battle at the plate.
And that'll be one away.
They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
At the plate now, Mitch Garver. As he rips it on the ground to second. And
That's
that'll find its
through
way
into center field.
for a one-out hit.
Base hit into center field.
They've gotten their hits in deep counts.
One away.
They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
At the plate, Max Kepler as he takes a fastball
Fastball up and in, taken for ball 1.
3-3 our score with a man on at first and 1 away. Now a
Fastball on the
for a
black,
ball strike.
taken.
It's 1-1.
Strike 1. I've heard that Target Field is beautiful. I've never been there myself.
Double play ball to second.
4-6. Not quite a double play there. Max Kepler grounds into a fielder's choice for the second out.
The next twin up, Eddie Rosario. First pitch coming, here it is.
Change up away.
Get him out in front
Taken.
to start the at-bat,
Ball
but this
1.
misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Fastball down and away, 91.
Well, he's following the code
Manaea, not
miss
really a
down
power
into
pitcher,
lefty,
but
everything on the outer half of the plate.
he has been getting his outs today.
Kepler, the runner at first with 2 gone. Down the first baseline.
And that is going to be past the
And
glove
that's under his glove. Oh, he picked his
of
head
Olsen
up and it's
there
into
at
right
first. I
field.
think it's Olsen, right? Yeah. And that is going to be now runners second and third with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. So these Twins are in a pretty good position. And who steps in?
Josh Donaldson.
Josh
digging in
Donaldson.
now. Yes, he'll take a look at ball
1-0
1.
count
Reached base
after the
via
high
walk
fastball.
in his first plate appearance.
Excuse me.
1-0. Here it is.
Fastball
Here's a
inside,
fastball well
2-0.
off the plate inside.
Well, my
He's
hope
been really
is,
effective
in
in
addition
this
to
one so far.
regular
But it's
posted
interesting
videos, I'm
here
going to hope to
that
try
with
to
a couple
stream
guys
more
on base, he
because I
seems
feel
to
like
be not
people
trusting his
are
stuff
going
quite
to
as much.
be in
Kinda
need of
messing around the strike
stuff
zone
to
a little
watch.
bit.
2-1 the
And they're all
count.
cooped up. That was going to be the first strike of the at-bat. Inside fastball. Mania looking like Guy Fieri out there.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota.
I don't know. Guys, men out there, if you've never cut your hair this short, highly recommend it.
Now perhaps needs to
feels really nice.
with 2 strikes.
I don't know, this hat is a little bit, I don't know.
Here's the 2-2.
A little bit warm, maybe. Fastball right down the pipe, and Josh Donaldson strikes out.
The side is retired. Twin strand of hair through 3.5.
So Mania in the clutch. Pumps one past Josh Donaldson at 92 to end the inning. Bringing the Mavericks back up to bat. Still 3-3 going bottom 4.
Outfielder Steven Piscotty the next to hit. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Looked like he tried
down
to
in
pull
the
it there,
zone.
but he swings right through the fastball. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a breaking ball,
Slurve
but it
just
doesn't
misses the
quite find
corner
the
there.
strike
That's
zone.
1-2 count. Inside fastball popped up over by first base, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. Bringing up Austin Allen, who had a walk earlier. There's Streamlabs. I was wondering when it was going to pop up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Two-seam well outside. Big shift on for Allen.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. That evens it up.
Two-seamer down and in, taken. Or swung on, I should say, for a 1-1 count.
On its way is pitch number 75. Pops this one up.
Change-up right down the pipe, and Austin Allen pops that one up back behind second for the second out. And as you'll see in chat, there is a link to my Extra Life page. Just in general, I'm hosting a little fundraiser this year, and my goal is to raise a couple $100 for my local children's hospital. If you want to donate, that would be awesome. Otherwise, you know, I just hope you'll consider doing some good works for whichever community is around you, or whichever facility is around you.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
And while I'm at it, the children's charity that I shaved my head for last week, again, was the Jonathan Jakes Children Cancer Institute at, I think it was Miller Women's and Children's Hospital in Long Beach, California. Fly ball out into right field. Nelson Cruz has got it, and that's going to end the inning. So, nothing doing for the Mavs in the bottom of the 4th, so they come back up top 5 to face off against these Twins some more.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Change up below the zone. Taken for ball 1.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
You could pretty much
Daniel Conkle, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the bunch, and I hope you enjoy your time here. Thank you again.
And a good eye
Change
here
up
as he
away
takes
from
ball
Sean
4.
Manaea,
It's a
and
base
that is
on
going to put a
balls to
runner
lead
on
off the
first
fifth
here.
inning.
And that's what you want from your
And bring
leadoff
up the
hitter.
top of the order
Shows
once
some great
again.
patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Luis Arias. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Oops.
Yeah, and it seems
Oh,
like
well.
these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago.
The,
guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's
the
really been an
whatchamacallit,
ideological
the,
shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can
Yeah, I don't know
add
what I
a
was gonna
game-winning hit
say
to
there.
that line. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one's flared toward left
Pop
center.
fly.
And
No,
that'll
that's
get
just a
down for
little
base
bleep into
hit.
center field, so that is going to put runners first and second here with nobody out in the top of the 5th. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Got a new little mute box for my streams and for my my
Stepping in now,
recordings.
Byron
So
Buxton.
anytime I want, I can
He looks
just.
at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's working on
It's really
a 1
quite
for
nice.
2 games so far. The 1-0 is going to be a drag
Byron
bunt. He
Buxton
gets it
tries to
down.
drag bunt.
There's one. But he'll put
Gets a
this in
runner
his
over to
pocket and be
third,
content with
but
just
it winds
the
up being a
1 out.
fielder's choice or maybe a sacrificed
Here's
bunt.
Nelson Cruz now. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the
Now,
plate.
fielder's choice, I think, is how you'd score that.
First pitch on its way. Line hard
Change
to the
up
left
to the
side.
inside and
But this
fouled
is a
off
foul ball.
down the third base line.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Fouled that one
Hey, last 2
down the
pitches
first base
back-to-back,
line.
off
So
speed, then he's late
early on the
the
first
fastball.
one, late on the second
Pretty
one.
much do anything he wants right
Hopefully
here
he's
on the
not
mound.
just right on this one.
That's inside
Sean
and
Manaea
low.
misses
It's
down and
ball
in
and
with
2
a
strikes.
fastball.
That's a great take
Ball
right
1.
there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
The 1-2 is looked at off the
Fastball
plate for a
away,
ball.
taken ball 2.
Number 3-hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Welcome back to you. Runners corners,
Here
only
now the
1 out.
2-2.
Nelson Cruz
Laid
on.
off and the count runs
Pitch
full.
up in the zone, and that is
No
going to be a
pitcher likes to take the
3-2 count.
3-2, especially when
We
you
got
throw a
room to walk the guy
non-competitive pitch
without
like that
scoring
on
a run,
2-2.
but
that one wasn't even close.
you would like to see a little bit closer pitch on 2-2.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota.
Swung on and missed the changeup down in the zone. Nelson Cruz goes down on strikes, and that is the 2nd out of the inning. So clutch strikeout there from
we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base.
Sean
and
Manaea.
2 gone here in the 5th.
top 5, 2 outs, runners on the corners, and game tied. So he needs an out here
Trying
to keep
hang
this
the
one where
zero.
it's
Here's
at.
the pitch.
Changeup
And
misses the
this is
corner.
ball 1. Runners on first
Right
and
now,
third,
we're
2
just
away.
watching baseball. Not sure how I'm gonna, if there's gonna be a future for this series, or if I'm just kind of screwing around
2 balls
for
and
its
no
own
strikes
sake
to
right
Miguel
now.
Sano.
I was thinking
Has to
that
be
I
a
would
challenge pitch
go
coming up
ahead
here.
and
He probably
do
doesn't
the
want to
draft
throw it loading the base.
classes, and then start doing custom players based on those guys. But I'm not too worried about it right now because, because basically this is something that I just fired
Too
up
far out in front
for
that
the
time.
stream
He can't
today.
keep
It's
it
not
fair.
something that I put a heck of a
2-1.
lot of thought into. Need to throw some players into the roster if I'm really going to do a custom
2-2.
series. And ideally, I would do something like a fantasy, maybe not a fantasy draft necessarily, but like
And a little self-preservation.
All right,
first
liner to Matt Olson at third base, or at first base to end the inning. So Twins threaten but do not score, and we're going into the bottom of the fifth. And I am going to take this opportunity to step away for a moment, so we will be back right after this message, assuming I can figure out how to run an ad on this thing. Okay, and we're back. Step back into the game here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike.
Fastball inside, taken. It's strike one.
And the pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
Ooh, that looked like it was a good one to hit, but Tony Kemp fouls that one off, pulls it early.
Down and in.
Just about hit by another slurve there. He's been plunked once in this game.
Pulled high.
Connected on that one. But that one is going to be playable. Nelson Cruz has got that one, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. We've been visited by a rally cat, folks.
Marcus Semien. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Marcus Semien coming to the plate here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Swoof. There's your Ant special. High inside slurve. Taken strike one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Another one. Comes in off the hip of Marcus Semien. And it's ball one. Change up left field, but again, this one's going to be playable. Eddie Rosario back to get it. That'll be the second out of the inning. So quickly going here, bottom fifth.
So here's the cleanup hitter.
Matt Olson has had some of the success today. 1 for 2 with a double and a run. And an RBI.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Two-seamer fouled off.
Did he go around?
Change up.
No, he did not. Ball
Offered
two.
at, but did
Name
not
of the game out
go
on the mound
around.
is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He
Ball
certainly
two.
got this guy on the defensive.
The 2-1 home. And he fouls this one
Fastball
off.
just above the zone.
Bases are empty
Please
here
don't
with 2
fall
men.
down over there. Actually, you know what? I think I need to make some room over there.
And it's
Back
up
in
to
a
a
moment.
3-2 full count now. Mark Canha would be next. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Donaldson's there. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Man, this one is hard to figure. Makes the play on the ball, and the transfer looked good. Then he just sails this thing way over the first baseman's head into the stands. Bad news, it's an E5. The good news, some fan just snagged
Error
a
from the
souvenir.
third baseman into the
Stepping
dugout
into the
for
box,
the home team.
Mark Canha, 0 for 1 for him
That
here
puts a
in this
runner
one.
on second here with 2 out.
He's set. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Mark Canha fouls that one off. Slurve to the outside, and that's taken.
Olsen stands at second with 2 gone. Hit in the air out to right.
That's another slurve high in the
Right fielder
zone.
is on the run.
Nelson Cruz
And
out
he
to the
brings it down to
distant
end
part of the
inning as
yard,
the
gets that
go-ahead
one.
Run is left stranded.
And that's going to end the inning. So 1 hit for the Maverick, or 1 runner from an error for the Mavericks, but no runs in. Bring them up.
Into the
Twins
box now.
again
Mitch
here,
Garver
top
is
6.
set to lead it off in the Minnesota end of the 6th.
So you got to figure that Barrios' day is pretty close to done if it's not done already. Umpire squeezing Sean Manaea there a bit on that slider. That was inside, but in the zone, but called ball 1.
Here it comes. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Too tight with that
Inside
one.
fastball, and now it's 3-0.
Well, ball 3, and the Twins would love to get this inning started any way they could to get that leadoff guy on.
From the windup, the
Manaea
3-0 pitch.
kicks and deals.
Tough pitch to lay off.
Change
but
up
he
below
did,
the
and it's
zone,
ball
but
4, so the leadoff
manages
hitter
to hold
aboard
off,
start
and that
the
is going to be a
6th.
runner
Man,
on
when the game is
first.
tied, the last thing
Nobody
you can afford
out.
to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
They're going to
Ready
leave him
for
in,
another
though, to
shot
face
now.
Max Kepler here.
He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Manaea at 82 pitches through 5 complete innings and 1
First
batter.
offering on its way. Yanks the
Slider to the
across
outside,
that
taken.
time, laid off for a ball.
Another ball.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
The 1-0. Shot back up the
Change
middle.
up
And
right
that's
back
in
the
there.
middle.
Base hit.
Base hit for Max Kepler, and that's
You only
runners
see
on
about 10
first
of
and
these
second
pitches a
with 2
year.
out.
The
Or
changeup
nobody
on
out,
a
I
tee in the
should
middle of the
say.
plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
And that is going to be
Here
the
comes
day
Bob
for
Melvin out
Sean
of the dugout
Manaea.
on his
He
way to
allowed
the
2
mound.
runners here
And it
in
would
the
appear he's seen
top of the
enough his
6th.
starter this afternoon.
So here's hoping he
So
can.
lead with a couple of runners aboard that
We
are
can
his
rebound with our
responsibility,
relief
meaning he'd
pitching.
Be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Mike Fiers.
Yeah, I know, it's frustrating. They did not give Mike Fiers his stupid mustache. or goatee or whatever you want to call it. So Mike Fiers coming on here for these Mavericks.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. Fouled off.
Fastball inside half, fouled off for strike one.
None out, runners at first and second. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Remember, kids, wash your hands.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Stung into the gap in right
That
center.
one is a fly ball out
bases.
to right center field, and that is going to be a big base hit, at least a double. Going to drive
And
in
the
2
second
runs.
run will score as well as they grab the lead here
And
at 5-3.
The third base.
With that base hit
Poor
right
market,
there,
or
that's his
poor
third RBI of the game. More importantly,
Sean
his
Manaea
team's
is
now
on the
ahead.
Yeah,
board
these are the
for
special
the
ones.
loss.
He's had a
5
great
runs
approach all
allowed
day.
for him.
He's battled his tail off, and he's given
And
his
Mike
team
Fiers is going to have to
single-handedly
pitch
almost
hard
given his
to
team
get
a
out of
chance
this
to win
one. Down 5-3, top 6, nobody out.
Here's the third baseman,
Josh Donaldson up
He
to bat.
swings and hits it foul off to the
Fouls
right
off
and
that
out of
one.
play.
Strike one.
No one out with a runner at second. A 1-1
Change
count
up to
now
the inside,
Donaldson.
or slider to the inside, I should say.
Oh, and this one's driven the other way
Curveball
and
flying
deep
out
the
to
corner.
right field.
And a nice
Taken in
running
on the
catch here
track.
down the line as the runner tags from second.
That is still going to be a tag
And
up
he'll make it
from
up to
the
third
runner on
safely here
second.
with one away.
Bringing up Marwin
Now to the plate,
Gonzalez.
Marwin Gonzalez. His previous history with Mike Fiers, he's gone 4 for 9. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1.
Fastball away, taken, ball 1. Come on, Mikey.
The 1-0. Easy fly ball into
Fly
shallow
ball
center field.
out to center
And
field.
he'll lay
Diving
out to
catch
make a
from center fielder
spectacular
Ramon
catch.
Laureano.
Wow. And the run
And
is in
he's
to
got a
score
good
on the
cannon
sac
on him,
fly
but
as they
he's
double
not gonna
things
make
up
the
to
play
lead it
out there.
6-3. Well, sometimes you see diving catches that happen because of a bad route, but that certainly wasn't the case here. That's an exceptional route efficiency as calculated by ShowTrack, and it's evident it was a big reason why he was able to lay out and bring that one in.
Well, unfortunately, that puts the Twins up 6-3 here in the top of the 6th, but at least there's nobody
Ready to
else on
deliver.
base
Here's
at the
the
moment.
first
Mike
pitch.
Fiers kicks and deals.
Luis Arias
Loopy
is in with
curveball
2
to the
away now
outside
as he looks
corner
at a
for
called
strike one.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 3 runs already home here. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side.
Fastball to the left field, and that's going to be taken in.
And that means Byron Buxton bats next.
It's going to be a base hit for
Just a nice piece of
Luis
hitting right there.
Arias.
He's able to keep his hands inside that
So
ball,
Fiers
stay
giving
square
up
as
something
long
like
as
3
possible,
or 4
and
hits
feed it
so
into
far.
the opposite field for a base hit.
Byron Buxton.
Bringing up Byron Buxton, I'm going to have to skip that replay on account of licensed music.
Early on. From the stretch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Sweetens out that curveball inside. Strike one.
One pitch on its way.
And that's a liner straight up the center. So another base hit from Mike Fiers. He is letting these guys on non-stop here. How much is enough for this Mavericks manager? Apparently not enough. Nelson Cruz coming to the plate. Fiers still out there.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels
four-seam fastball down and in for ball one.
Counts even at 1-1.
Fastball inside corner for strike one.
Arias at second. Buxton at first. 2 out in the inning. Turned on that one and crushed
pulled that one hard, but apparently foul. 1-2 count now. Mike Fiers hopefully in the driver's seat here. Fouls off a high fastball. Okay, Mikey, give him something hard.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And it's
he did
away.
Up and away at 92. One thing we have not had today from either pitching staff seemingly is any kind of hard throwing. You know, these guys are throwing low 90s, high 80s at most.
And we're even at 2-2.
And
these are the great matchups that happen throughout the course
they
of
are
the game.
Just
I don't think as a pitcher
not
you can
overpowering
give in right
guys
He's
out
a great
here.
hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
2-2. Here it is. Just off
Close fastball to the outside corner, and that is ball 3.
On the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. A swing and a drive sent.
That's a big hit out to left center field, and that one is out of here. Nelson Cruz on a 3-2 count with 2 outs in the inning delivers a 3-run shot to left center field. Goodness gracious.
For him, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
So Fiers comes on, allows the 2 runners on that Mania had put on, or allows in the 2 runners that Mania had put on, and then allows another 3 runs to cross, no, 4 runs to cross in the inning. So Yusmeiro Petit coming on to try to clean this mess up after 2/3 of the inning gone. And a bunch of runs in from Mike Fiers. Thank you, Mike. And Petit's going to have to face. I think the rules are he has to face 3 batters before he can be swapped, or else he has to finish the inning. I forget which.
The 1-0 home is a
change up to the inside corner. Missed.
2-0 to a guy with
Ball
this kind
2.
of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
6th inning is not going well for these Mavericks. This crowd here in Portland has been taken out of the equation pretty much entirely.
He doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Swinging on 3-0. Now 3 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Full count, 3
Fastball
balls and 2
up and
strikes
in.
to the Twins DH.
3-2 count here
I'm
to
absolutely shocked he
Miguel
took that
Sano.
pitch right there, right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
And
swung on the changeup, and
as they'll finally work out of the
Petit
inning as the side is
finally gets the Mavericks out of this half inning.
6 cross the plate, 3 of them on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Twins are out in front, 9-3. Homer Bailey is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on
All right,
opening
so
day.
now the Twins have their own reliever out. Jose Barrios' day is done, but he
Into
is
the
also
box
in
now,
line for the
Matt
win.
Chapman. No
If
matchup
you're
with Homer Bailey
looking to
now
ask, in my
lead off
opinion,
the
very
inning.
likely to get it.
This one doesn't look good so
There is
far.
not
Down
a
by
mercy
ball
rule in
as we enter the
baseball,
middle innings.
at least
It's
not
about
in the
time
major
they get
leagues.
something going, and the last thing you want to do
I don't
is
even
fall
think there's a
behind
mercy rule
when
in
you have
minor
to
league
score a
baseball. I
bunch
believe there
the 8th
is
and 9th
in
inning.
Little League or in
Swinging a ground ball to third.
Matt Chapman,
And a
first pitch
reach
he
to his
sees from
backhand,
Homer
but he can't
Bailey
come up
down
with
the
it,
left
and
field
leadoff
line
man's
and
aboard.
into play for a leadoff
Well, with
single.
that base hit, D-Row, he's 3/4 of the way to the cycle. The only one he needs now is the home run, and he should get another AB in this one.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. People are like to downplay the cycle a little bit. I'm a huge fan of it myself. If he can mix in this homer right here, not only hits for the cycle, but 4 knocks in the game.
Into the box, Chris
Slider
Davis.
down and away from
As the
Bailey,
first
and
pitch
that
to him is
misses.
taken low and away for ball 1. His lifetime numbers against Bailey: he has 7 hits in 20 at bats. He's also hit 3 home runs. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit the other
Chris
way,
Davis,
out toward
slider
right
to right
fielder
field,
is on the
and that
run,
is off of
and a
Nelson
great diving
Cruz's
effort there,
glove,
but it
handcuffed
just
him,
came off his glove,
and that is going to
it's
be
a
another
base hit.
single here for
And that
these
runner will go no further than
Mavericks
second as there are
in the
2
bottom of the
aboard
6th.
now.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were
Slider
playing.
down
I was
and away,
concerned about
taking
getting the
ball
guy
1
out
for
and
Stephen
swinging the bat.
Piscotty, who's 0 for 2 on the
for
day.
him to this point. The 1-0. And he
High
fouls this one
fastball
off.
fouled off. Scherzer gets 16 Ks in that win of the Nationals against the Mets.
The 1-1 pitch. Popped him up.
Pop up.
Kepler in foul ground. He's got it 1 away.
Managed to get that one.
So
For
striding
the first
forward
out,
now,
Austin Allen coming up
He's
0 for 1 with a
1
walk
thus far.
today.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sent in the air.
Slider
out to
right down the
straightaway
middle.
center.
Byron Buxton has to go back on that one, and that is taken in out there for the
number 2.
second out.
So the
That'll
batting
turn the
turns
order over
now.
and bring
We're
up
set to
Ramon
go.
Laureano.
Ramon Laureano.
0 for 3
It
on the
was a
day, so the
flyout for
leadoff
him
man
in
is
his
not
last
getting
trip.
his work done out here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Inside fastball taken, ball 1.
Lofted in the air out toward right
Fastball
center.
down and in.
Long
Cruz
run
goes
for
out
the
to
right
get it, and
fielder.
that is going to
He's
be the
there
third
to
out of
make
the inning.
play,
So
and that'll retire the side.
Mavericks unable to respond to the big top of the inning, so we go into the 7th with the Twins up 9-3. Bringing up Mitch
Sliding into the
Garver.
Box, Mitch Garver. He'll be tasked
They're
with
going to have
starting things
Yuvamiro
as we
Petit
begin
stay
the
out
seventh.
here for the top of the 7th, so he's already a one-third inning in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hits it high.
Change
and deep
up.
out to center
Out
field.
to center
Ball
field.
that's carrying. On the warning track,
But
he
Ramon
makes the
Laureano's out there to
catch.
get it on the warning track, and he makes the play.
So stepping in, Max Kepler. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. He's set and the pitch.
I know he
Curveball
stole a
hung
strike
up,
right
but
there, but he
taken
better
for
be
strike
careful
1.
with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Can't keep
Low
going back, and he
fastball
falls
fouled
behind
off.
1-2. Here's the pitch.
That's ball 2. I got to count 2-2.
Change up away, taken for
Eddie
ball
Rosario
3. It fills
will
the
be
count.
next. The 3-2 pitch is a
Swung on a
miss.
changeup
That's
below the
strike
zone.
3.
Petit gets a strikeout here, and that is the second out of the inning. Bringing up Eddie Rosario,
Digging in
who's
and
on
looking for
fire
more,
today.
Eddie
2 doubles,
Rosario.
a single,
In
and 3
previous
RBI on the
matchups
day.
with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 1 for 5. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Fastball low, taken, ball 1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the corner and slicing
Fastball.
foul.
Good contact, but fouled it off.
He jumps on this
Another
one.
one.
It's
This
high
one's
and
going
deep
out to left center field.
And that'll get
Drops
down
in
out
front of
there
the
near
wall.
And he'll pull into second with his
Has to
fourth
play it off
hit
the
of
carom, and
ballgame.
that is going to
I
be
think they're
a
way
2-out
past
double
due
here
changing
for the
their
Twins.
approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Riding in once again, Josh Donaldson. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Cutter
A
down and
ball and no
away,
strikes.
taken, ball 1.
Ball 1, no.
Rosario at second with 2 down. And he watches one miss
Fastball
outside.
on the black,
2-0
taken,
now.
ball 2.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Two balls and a strike.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
He's fallen
Change up,
behind
taken
now,
below the
3-1.
zone, ball 3.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Cutter up and in, and that is going to be taken.
So it's first and second now
Ball
with
4.
2 out.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
So Marwin Gonzalez coming in, 0 for 1 on the day, but he's been helping out. Sack fly and a walk for these Twins.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Cutter up and in, or up and away
Well,
for
you
strike
can see
2.
he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a
Swung on a
miss. And that
fastball
ends
down
the
and
inning.
in, so that is going to end the inning.
Twin strand of
No
pair,
score with
but
a couple
they lead it by
runners
a margin
on.
of 9-3.
But the Mavericks are starting to run out of innings.
Now at the plate, Tony Kemp. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
He'll start him
Fastball
with a fastball
down and in,
down
taken.
for a ball, 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Just missing
Fastball
here,
down and
2-0.
in, taken.
Now, when you've
Ball
got
2.
a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane. As
Reaching
yes,
for
he
that
did.
one
It's
below
ruled
the
a
zone.
strike.
That's a strike.
Fouled off.
Fouled that one off top of the zone for strike 2.
The 2-2.
Homer Bailey kicks and deals. Puts one outside, and
Time
that
to
fills
fool
the
around
count.
right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Pulled toward right center field.
Tony Kemp gets
Center
on that
fielder
one,
the
going out
run.
to center for left,
He gets there
right
to
center
make the play
field,
for the first out of the
and
inning.
that'll be the first out of the inning. Bringing up Marcus Semien,
Now
0 for
the
2 with a
plate,
walk.
Marcus Semien. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Well
Very
above
high
the letters
fastball.
with the fastball that time. A ball and a
Slider
strike.
down in the zone, taken, strike 1.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. All even
Chops
now,
the
2-2.
slider down in the zone for another 2-2 count here.
Now here's the pitch. Drilled down the
That
line.
one is going to be a base hit down the line in
Tries for the
right,
backhand
or
reach
in
at
left
third, but
to
he
left
gets
field,
by
I
the
should
glove
say.
Down the line.
That's a single there for Marcus Semien
That's
to
a
get on
grind
with
pitch
one
right
out.
there. Fastball in off the plate.
Oh dear,
And this
Cincinnati,
batter is able to
17 to
keep his
3 over
hands
the
inside
Cardinals.
baseball and drive it for a knock.
Mike Moustakas 2 for 4 with a home run and 5 RBI. Goodness gracious. At least we're
That'll
not the
bring up
only ones
power
getting
hitter, Matt
pummeled
Olson.
today.
As the first pitch misses
And we're not
to
the
him,
ones
it's
getting
ball
pummeled
1.
worst
He's
today.
got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 1-0. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Check swing down below the zone, and that's
Runners
ball
on
2.
first with 1 down. Hit sharply
Nice
on the
sharp
ground.
hit into right
That's
field.
for a base hit, his second of the ball game. But
Base
the feet
hit
of the
for,
second baseman is a wild one. But the
having
feet
some
of the
trouble
second
out there.
baseman is a wild one.
Second baseman missed the cutoff, and the catcher fumbled the
There's a
ball.
base hit right there. Now they have a
Matt
couple
Olson with a
runners
nice
on.
little
Less
single
than 2 outs, but they're
into
down
right
by so much in
field.
this
So now we
game
got
that
runners
hopefully
first
maybe
and
they can
second
get something started
with
here in
only
this
one
inning.
out.
100%, Dan.
Gonna bring
I've
up
played the
Randy
game a long
Dobnak
time.
for
I've never
the
seen a
Twins
big
here.
league
See what
hitter
he
giving
can do
that bat away,
in
chip
relief.
away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Randy Dobnak takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. At the plate now, Mark Canha. Slider laid off for a ball. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And
Very
a
high
that's
fastball,
about
2-0.
off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Now a swing.
dear.
Look out over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff.
Mark Canha can't keep hold of his bat. Put a little more pine tar on that one, fella.
Almost got him to go
Held
around,
up
but
on
instead
that
it's
one
ball
for a
3.
3-1 count.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
And a full count
Swung
for
on the
Canha now.
slider
3
down
balls
and
and
in.
2 strikes.
So
First and
that's a
second now,
full
1
count
man out.
here to Canha.
Hit on the ground.
That's a
out to
chopper
short.
over to short.
Gonzalez is up with it.
6-4,
Second
3
for
double
1.
play.
On to first.
And
Talk about doing the job out of
Mavericks
the
get
bullpen.
runners on, but they
One
cannot
batter, 2 outs, and the
cannot
inning
put
is
them in.
over.
So Twins back up to
bullpen
bat
does the
here,
job
top
there.
of the 8th.
We'll look ahead to inning
the
number
leadoff,
8 now.
or,
Minnesota leads
top
this
of the
one
order coming to
9
bat.
to 3.
And they're looking in prime position in this
So
one.
the lineup flips over and digging in, Luis Arias. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now.
0-2
Down
count
0-2.
here.
Gotta find a way to grind.
Petit looking to strike out Arias.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Reaches
Chopper
down and
over
hits
to
this one on the
short.
ground to short. Simeon's there.
Simeon's
And
got it, and that'll
off-balance
be the
throw
first
beats
out of the
him at
inning.
First, and that's a tough play. Up
Bringing up
next for
Byron
Minnesota,
Buxton with a
Byron
home run
Buxton.
and a
It's been
single in the
2
day.
for 4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And a called strike down in the zone. Nothing in 1.
Cutter taken. Strike 1.
The 0-1 delivery.
Fastball
Two
called strike
well-executed
below the
pitches at the
zone.
knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
A ball and 2 strikes
Almost
now.
dodged the corner with that one. Inaugural game, 24,462 people here. The Mavericks, thank you for your support.
This
And as
is on
ever,
the
I
ground
thank you
over
for
to
your
first.
support of my
Scooped
channel and
up,
all the stuff that I
and
do.
he'll
I do
step
my
on
best
first
to
himself for the
produce
out.
content on a regular basis.
Trying
Stream
to
for you
pick
guys
things
when
up where he
possible.
left off. Nelson Cruz,
and just in
he's
general,
1 for 4
be
for
a
the
fellow
game.
worthy of your
Last at
support.
bat,
So if you're
maybe
enjoying the
this
game,
guy's
if
a
you're
good
enjoying the game,
fastball
if you're
hitter. He
enjoying
got a
enjoying the
fastball,
channel
didn't
or
miss it.
my
We'll see if they pitch him a
rambling
little
over
bit
it,
differently this time and
there are
mix in
buttons
some
below the
off-speed
video.
pitches.
You can express
Fouled
your
away.
opinions with those.
2 out, nobody on.
Nelson Cruz fouls off the first pitch,
Fastball
takes
down
the
around
second
the
one,
knees
and he's
there,
down
taken for a
0-2.
strike.
So Petit coming out here, doing pretty well since we pulled fires.
And
Cutter
it's
away,
fouled away.
fouled off to stay alive 0-2.
The next 0-2.
Ooh, hung a curveball. Lucky to be getting that one back, in a matter of speaking. Change up inside, taken for ball one.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
The 1-2. High fly ball out to
Fastball down
center.
and away. Fly ball out to center field.
Will wait on it.
And Laureano's got it to end the inning.
Twins
So
are set down 1-2-3. But
nothing doing for the Twins this half inning, but the Mavericks are down to their last 6 outs. They got to make something happen if they're going to come back in this one, and it has to start now.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring in Matt Chapman, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus
So he's
far.
got the single, he's got the double, he's got the triple. All he needs now is to mash a home run, and he will have himself the cycle.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he takes ball 1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect.
Split it to the inside,
now
taken
at
for
2-1.
strike 1.
Here's the pitch. High in the air down
Connects
the right
on that
field line.
fastball, drifting.
Cruz is
And
over
Nelson
near the
Cruz can
stands
make
as
it
he
out
makes the
there
catch for the first down.
in right, and that is
Ready
the first
once
out of the
again,
inning.
Chris
So
Davis.
probably
He
no
singled
cycle
his
for
last
Matt
time
Chapman,
up.
unfortunately.
First offering on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Here's his splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1. And he fouls this one off.
Fastball up and in, and that's fouled off for strike 2.
Pulled high in the
Connects
air
on
out
that
to
one,
left
but it's
field.
just going to be a shallow
Rosario's
fly
there.
ball. So these guys, compared to the Twins,
And that's the
they are not
second
hitting
out
for
of the
much
inning.
power out here. There's been a lot of
Ready
hits
for
to the
another
wall, a
chance.
lot of hits to
Steven
kind of the
Piscotty
shallow or
last
deep
at bat
infield,
didn't go his
but
way as
nothing
he popped out
going
in
the
foul
distance
territory.
for these guys
Matt,
so
he's got to
far.
make an adjustment right here.
Last
His
4
swing
outs for
definitely
the
broke down, dropped his back
Mavericks.
shoulder, and thus the
Slider
result
down in
was
the
a terrible
zone, taken
pop-up foul.
strike 1.
The 0-1.
Fastball up and in. And that's taken for
Bases
ball
are
1.
empty here with 2 men out. That's right there
Fastball.
at the belt. 1-2 now.
Hey, it looks like this
Right
guy's
down
going to
the
work in
pipe.
the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if
That's
this lineup
taken
can
for
adjust
strike
to the way he
2.
pitches.
Grounded
Chops a
weakly down the
slider in
line
front of the
toward
plate.
third.
Domnack has to make the
And 8
play,
outs are
and he
come gone now
does
as the inning
to end the
is
inning.
over.
So Piscotty can only ground out in front of the mound, bringing the Twins up one more time for the top of the ninth to see if they can run up the score a little more on these Mavericks in their debut game.
J.B. Wendelken comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
That seems a little harsh there, Matty V. I think Petit did pretty well out there today.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Miguel Sano. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a rocket
Right
to third.
past Chapman at third base, and that was going to be
So the leadoff man's
Miguel
aboard to
Sano
kick
on
off the
base
ninth.
here, leading off the top of the ninth.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch.
Jamison
right there,
Tyon
drove it into
pitches
the
a complete
outfield for
game
base
shutout
hit.
for Pittsburgh.
At the plate, Mitch Garver, as he'll take a look at the
Fastball
pitch
down and
too
in,
low as
taken, ball one.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he falls behind
Fastball
now,
below
2-0.
the zone, taken ball two.
And he'll lay the fastball in here
Now
to
take
get
a
the count
fastball
back
there
to 2-1.
inside.
One of the most
Strike
frustrating
one.
things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations
Chops
where
a
you can try
fastball
and do
foul
damage.
for strike
What do you
two.
want, the nasty slider?
Swing and a miss on
And
the
pumps a
fastball, and
fastball
that's the
past
first
him
out.
at 95 for
Hey, I'm not
strikeout
sure what he was sitting
for
on
J.B.
right there.
Wendelken, number
Might have been
one
sitting on an off-speed pitch, but
for
instead,
him, and
he
the
gets
first out of the
fastball
inning.
Way late, had no chance to put that ball in play.
So now to the plate, Max Kepler. As he
Fastball
will take
down
strike
in,
one on the fastball here,
taken,
no balls
strike
and a
one.
strike. Wendelken rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up.
Let's go. Shut this guy down.
The 0-1 on its way.
Fastball
And there's a
inside.
fastball well off the plate
Misses for
inside.
ball one.
Nope.
1-1,
Fastball
a
above the
fastball
zone,
high,
taking ball
2-1
two.
now. Sano stands at first with one out. Fastball is looked at for strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
So strike taken away. 2-2 count now to Max Kepler.
Fouled off.
Fouled off that fastball down in the zone.
The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Pulled that fastball foul. Does another 2-2
Seventh
pitch.
pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now a sharply hit
And
ball
line back up the middle.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
That's going to be another base hit here for the Twins.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute.
Airmyth, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining, and I'm glad you approve.
Drive it up the middle.
Yep. Considering they are about as close to a hometown team as I have, I figured it was only appropriate that I use them as my
Stepping
custom
in now,
franchise
Eddie
team.
Rosario, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
Of course, came at the cost of the Oakland Athletics, so I feel slightly bad about that. And Dark Tao, welcome to the stream.
Runners are
Thank you for
at first and
dropping by.
second
We're
with
coming
one
into
away.
this one kind of late. Twins have taken the Mavs to task in opening day. It's 9-3 right now. Runners first and
2-0
second
to
with
the
only
Twins
one
left
out.
fielder.
They
He
can
threw
add
that
on
pitch
even
with a
more
purpose
here.
to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 2-0 is laid off,
Fastball
but in there
taken,
for strike
2-1
one.
count. Excuse me.
swing and a line drive.
Uh-oh, that is a liner down past the third baseman. And Chris Davis fumbles that one in left field. That is going to score 2 runs there on a double.
Man, he's been killing it all game long. Those 2 RBIs bring his
man,
total
oh
for
man,
the game to 5. So he's been at his best when it matters most. No doubt making a bid for player of the game.
And Lou Trevino coming on out of the pen for these Mavericks. J.B. Wendelken, unfortunately, lets in another couple runs to end this one out. And things are looking pretty much done for here for these Mavericks.
Standing in now, Josh Donaldson.
Cutter inside, taken for strike 1.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
He's got walks. He hasn't got any hits yet. But with Eddie Rosario out on second base, got a prime opportunity to drive in a run if he can get something into play here.
He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Two-seam. There's the 98 miles an hour I was expecting.
Swing, I don't think he could have caught up
Lou
to
Trevino
that
coming out here and throwing that high stinky cheese.
Runner at second here with 1 man out.
Not usually.
High fly ball out to straight.
I mean, they
center.
can, especially if they give up a bunch of runs. But generally speaking,
for the second out of the inning.
Relievers aren't given as much time to pitch, so they usually don't give up as many runs.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that, Dark Tao.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
2 out here and a runner at second.
Cutter down in the zone, swung on.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now.
Joaquin Soria out there. Strike 1, 1-1 count here to, who is this? Marwin Gonzalez.
There. It's 2-1.
Well, the thing you got to remember, Dia, is that typically, like on a yearly basis, average ERA is sitting around like 4.5 or like 4.2, something like that.
So it's 2 runs on 3 hits,
you know,
no
on
errors,
average, you'll have pitchers that pitch better than that, and you'll have pitchers that pitch worse than that. And obviously, if everybody pitched better than a 4.50 ERA, then the average would be a lot lower than that. But that being the case,
starting things for his side in the
usually it has to do more with the number of innings you pitch. And while relievers can pitch in more games, usually starters pitch more innings, so they wind up racking up more innings and thus having more opportunities for runners to, or for batters to get runs off of them.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball.
Of course,
you need to take a strike
I could just be BSing here. I haven't actually crunched the numbers. It'd be worth it to actually look at that, I guess.
Perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
Austin Allen quickly down 0-2 here.
And he'll hang in
somehow managed to get that fastball well below the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll
swung
get
on
a
and
groan
missed
from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Strikeout at the top of the ninth, or the bottom of the ninth. First out, 2 outs to go.
These days, pitching has become a full staff effort.
So starters in 2019 posted a 4.54 ERA.
Into the box
and relievers in
fouled away.
2019 posted a 4.46 ERA. So statistically, you know, it's a little bit different. It's not a heck of a lot. Hard for me to say whether or not that's a statistically significant difference.
This is on the ground over to first.
Laureano grounds out to first base, and we are quickly about done here. Tony Kemp is the last hope for these Mavericks in this one today. Well, I mean, I try to speak with confidence about the things that I do know, but I also feel it's important to give my viewers important and correct information because, well, because I would rather be correct than sound right.
If he's able to locate
I'd rather
down at the knees, he's going to get a
have to find out, look ignorant and be correct, than sound confident and wind up being wrong. Ground out to second, and that's your ball game. Your inaugural start for the Portland Mavericks concludes with an 11-3 score for the visiting Minnesota Twins, and that'll put us into the loss column to start the season.
Just brought it home after that.
11-3, the final score in this contest. The Minnesota Twins.
So I think I'm gonna do a little bit of stuff here to finish off the session, and then probably sign off before too much longer. Been streaming for about 2.5 hours at this point, and I'm ready to, I think, take a nap or something. So unfortunately,
the final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Twins.
You got a lot of highlight plays here today, but they're pretty much all for the Twins.
For the home team, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base.
Aside from that diving catch from Olsen there at first base, man, oh man,
3 hours and
that was a beautiful play.
Joining us here this afternoon.
Byron Buxton bangs one to left field
Drive home safely.
for a 2 RBI shot. Matt Olson drives one down the line to right field to drive in a run. Chapman drives one to the wall out in right center, and Cruz cannot make the play on it. Buxton and Cruz kind of fumble the ball out there, and Chapman cruises into triple, or cruises into third base without a throw. Ahmed Rosario drives a double out to right field off the out-of-town scoreboard. Marwin Gonzalez flies out to center field, but despite the diving catch from Ramon Laureano, cannot prevent a run from coming in to score, making it 6-3 Minnesota. And then Nelson Cruz with a towering shot to left center field, 427 feet, drives in 3 runs, puts the Minnesota on top for all time. And then they just add in a couple runs out here for good measure off of Chris Davis, who can't quite make the play out there. Quick look at the log, the box score. So Berrios comes out with a 5.40 ERA, which is not ideal. But then Sean Manaea comes out with a 9.0 ERA, Fires with a 54 ERA, Wendelken with a 54 ERA. I mean, they're all for short outings, granted, but still, you don't want to allow 2 runs in for 1 out 4 runs for 2 outs. Not a good practice. Not good practice to be in. So that's how that first game concludes. I was gonna quickly... I may not be able to change anything here. Yeah, I was kind of hoping I'd be able to change my team because the uniform on them looked a little bit gross. But alas, that doesn't seem to be possible. I mean, by and large, big fan of the way it looked. It's just that the actual back of the uniform was not correctly designed. The letters were in gray instead of white. So why don't we... Oh, I was gonna look for somebody. Look for a person. Where am I looking? So we'll look to the Twins organization. Player search. Because this was a question that had come up. Yeah, I don't know. Gavin Lux doesn't appear to be in the system anywhere. Imagine that's a problem with the roster, but I don't know what to tell you. So we'll go ahead and sim forward. I don't know, maybe about 2 weeks. Critical simulation. I don't want to play it. I don't want to play it. So after grand total of about 6 days of play, the Mavericks are they're 1 and 5 in their first 6 games.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Boston Red Sox snapped their 5-game losing streak as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 6-3. The New York Yankees pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 4-0. The Kansas City Royals totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 8-4. The Cleveland Indians beat the visiting Rays 3-1. The Braves swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they were victorious in extra innings over the Marlins 3-2. The Philadelphia Phillies got past the Reds in Cincinnati 2-1. The New York Mets picked up, 19 hits in this one as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 11-8. The Cubs picked up, 19 hits in this one as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 8-5. Paul Goldschmidt dominated the game offensively with 7 runs driven in on 3 home runs as the Cardinals got by the Dodgers 11-2. The Giants put together 10 total hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 2-0. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
All right, well, I think that's pretty much all I got in me for one day, so we might come back to this another day, or we might start it up again and have me unpack kind of some of the other stuff I was doing. I don't know. I'll give it some thought. But in the meantime, that's going to do it for me. So until next time, I've been Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark. Have a great day, everybody.